all across the room.
This week to recognize the needs of their communities as they set lending strategies. But they need to recognize what's happening, what a near miss it was, and we hope they will join us in working to create the right kind of regulatory.
That's getting a little bit harder.
A crucial part of that regulatory system is an agency that protects consumers, that has as its focus not the health of banks, but something we haven't had before. And if we had, we wouldn't have had these subprime mortgages in the same way. We wouldn't have needed to pass a credit card reform bill to stop outrageous escalations in rates.
This is me. I'm rolling a dough. We're making bread. You can see how I'm putting flour in. That's how it doesn't stick to the board.
That regulatory step and other regulatory steps to contain the risks so that never again do we have the problems we've seen in the last few years. Would you like to say anything, Federal Reserve?
Just trying to feel like my earlobe.
By all the issues that we've talked about, the issues of energy, the issues of hormone, structural planning, that's where all my focus is here. David, I'm very totally focused on the work that I'm doing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Woo!
Coming next, the fight over healthcare reform, a conversation about race, and inside the battle.
Is this on live?
Our roundtable weighs in. Dan Balls, Hayes Johnson, Harold Ford Jr., and J.C. Watts.
Think it's done?
Yeah.
What's it supposed to feel like?
My earlobe.
Does it?
How about you go feel it?
You feel it.
You. Come on. Does it? Does it feel like your earlobe? Does it?
Pretty good.
Is it good?
I think you did a good job. All right. What do we do next?
We need to put,
One.
I need to put some oil in here, just a little bit, so I have to flip the oil. I gotta flip the big ball around.
Little. That's enough. Let's see how much you put in there.
What?
First you gotta smear it around the go ahead, put it in. Go and put it in.
And I need to wash my hands after I do this because oil can be really bad if you lick your hands. It's not going to be good. It's good?
Now what are you gonna do with the bread?
I'm going to let it sit.
And why do you have to let it sit?
Because if you peek at it or touch it, it's not going to rise up. It needs to be flow down. It needs to go up. It needs to spread around, go up. We need to cover it up with a towel. So just let me. Hello. I need to put. See this? This is the dough. So I have to cover it because this is a very important part. Never ever peek at it. Let me set it down and let me cover it up. If you cover it up, it's gonna start rising. So come over.
How long are we gonna leave that?
Yeah, leave it for an hour.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Hour and a half, hour. Okay, now the bread has done rising, and if you can see, see, it has rised up. You saw the part where it was all down, right? So I'm gonna go take it out. I'm going to sit in these bowl. I'm going to slice it. And then I'm going to put the bowl in the sink. I'm going to put this. I'm going to roll it around a couple times. And then I'm going to put it in there. We grease it up or it will never, ever get out. So, watch me. Like this. Like this. Like that. Now we put that in there. And then we just like...
Wow, look how big and soft it is.
This? Yeah, it is soft. So you can tell it's soft. And it feels like my earlobe.
Okay, that's enough.
So...
Hang on. No, we're not kneading it. We're going to slice it in half and get it ready for the...
Yes. Now I need to...
Okay, so now we've chopped the bread in half. We did that with a knife, and since Chandler can't handle big knives, I helped him. So now go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to fold this, and I'm going to push it down. I'm going to push it down, and then I'm going to turn it, flip it, and then now I'm going to put it in.
Okay, but you have to make it into a nice little loaf first. Don't flip it anymore. Don't mash it. Don't flip it. You're going to pat it into a nice little shape.
Like this. I made this.
You're going to make it into a nice little loaf of bread.
Now.
Okay, what we did was we took the one little loaf and we made it into a nice little pretty loaf. And now Chandler's going to put it inside the pan.
I just need to get up here so I can see.
Put it in a little pan. Perfect. Lift it up.
I need to be careful.
Yeah, need to be careful. Put it in.
This is the hard part.
Okay, now see, it fits in there. And look how much space is left over. And when we come back after it raised, it's all going to be filled in.
Yep.
Now what we're going to do on this one is we're going to make a fancy loaf. And we're going to braid it.
I want to see it.
Okay, Chandler's going to tell you what he's going to do.
I'm going to, see? You see I'm going to use my Smartism to cut it.
Okay, we already cut it.
1, 2, 3.
Now what are you going to do with them?
I'm gonna put them into snakes.
Because what are we going to do with them?
Because we're gonna braid them.
Yeah.
So watch me. Like this. They're gonna be little, and you can eat them after they're done. I'm sure you guys can make this. All you have to do is get water, salt, vinegar.
No vinegar.
Olive oil.
Just oil.
Oil and
Honey.
And
what kind of flour?
And
We made whole wheat flour.
we made whole wheat flour, and we have
Water, yeast.
yeast,
Yep, that's
honey,
it. That's it.
and that's it. So you can make your own thing just like me. I'm like a professional, and me and Mimi did it yesterday, and you can see